Broadband awards announced in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Massachusetts. Outside cable plant annual revenues could reach $1 billion this year. Dish brings in a Netflix bundle, and yet more bad news for the ill-fated regional networks of Bally Sports. Those stories and more on This Week in the Broadband Universe. Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Craig Corbin. $86 million in broadband funding announced this week by the North Carolina Department of Information Technology. This marks the third broadband funding announcement from the Tar Heel State in as many weeks. A number of local providers were named as awardees: Balsam West, a CLEC serving Western North Carolina; Skyrunner Internet, operating in the Carolinas and Tennessee; Star Communications; Zito Media, and Roanoke Cooperative. Others receiving awards: AT&T, Charter, Brightspeed, and Windstream. Right next door in the Palmetto State, awards announced from several broadband funding programs. The final round of state and local fiscal recovery fund awards totaling $43 million, a single round of CPF funding, and altogether $400 million in ARPA funding for the state of South Carolina since 2022. The largest award of $95.6 million, won by WC Fiber. Comporium will receive $63.7 million, Farmers Telephone Cooperative $36.5 million, and True Vista $34.4 million. Palmetto awarded $21.6 million, Home Telecom winning $18.4 million. Charter, Comcast, AT&T all winning more than $20 million each. Of the $45 million in broadband grants awarded by the Massachusetts Broadband Institute, Verizon will take home the biggest slice of the pie with better than $37 million. Charter will receive just shy of $5 million, Comcast $2.7 million. The remaining $758,734 will go to municipal network operator Greenfield Community Energy and Technology. Powered by DOCSIS 3.1 projects in the North American market, total cable outside plant revenues are expected to reach nearly $1 billion this year. That from a report by Del Oro Group. Also impacting that number, demand for distributed access architecture nodes to support remote deployments. Recent survey revealing that 48% of all cable operators plan to upgrade to DOCSIS 4.0 in their HFC networks by the end of 2025. Dish looking to slow the exodus of satellite TV subscribers by bundling Netflix's $6.99 standard with ads service free to existing customers who will re-up for another 2 years. Dish is down to just more than 6 million subscribers. Netflix seen as a strong retention tool. In a similar move, NBC Universal just bundled the Netflix standard with ads along with Peacock and Apple TV into a $15 a month package called Stream Saver. And speaking of Netflix, the streaming giant is asking the Federal Court of Appeals in Canada to amend Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's new 5% tax on revenues earned in Canada. Also joining in the request, Paramount Global and Walt Disney Company. In addition, Meta has blocked news on Facebook and Instagram in Canada since last year in order to avoid making similar payments under a separate law. The Canadian Radio, Television, and Telecommunications Commission has estimated that the tax will generate more than $200 million annually. The Federal Communications Commission has responded to a complaint from Iran's Ministry of Information and Communications Technology regarding alleged illegal Starlink receivers operating within Iran. The FCC's Radio Regulations Board was asked whether it was possible to force Starlink to switch off their transmissions when their satellites pass over unfriendly countries like Iran. The FCC's response read in part, "For global constellations, it is neither required nor practicable to turn off satellite beams over a given geographic area." Altice USA has dropped 11 Bally Sports regional sports networks from its Optimum cable TV service. This affects roughly 2 million subscribers. Bally Sports parent company Diamond Sports Group has until July 29th to present a viable plan to the Houston Bankruptcy Court. Diamond says it has locked up new carriage deals with 10 of the 12 largest U.S. pay TV operators, reaching 84% of U.S. pay TV subscribers. Tentative agenda for the FCC's July open meeting has been released. On the docket, modernizing E-rate to support Wi-Fi hotspots, advancing the transition to next-generation 911, and accessibility of user interfaces, closed captioning, and video programming guides and menus. And finally, the on-again, off-again agreement to buy Paramount Global holding company National Amusements seems to be back on again. The Wall Street Journal reporting that David Ellison and Skydance Media put forth a second and, in theory, successful offer. The deal sweetened the pot for Sherry Redstone by another $50 million, up to $1.75 billion. No official word yet. Time, of course, will tell. Thanks for watching. Hope everyone had a great July 4th holiday weekend. We'll see you next time on This Week in the Broadband Universe.